Possible iPhone 12 battery certification suggests lower capacities than iPhone 11 series. This is a report. It's speculation based on a few batteries that were identified via model numbers and appeared on Safety Korea, China's 3C, and Danish agency UL Demco. These are certification agencies that look at products and components prior to them launching in those regions. And so many are speculating that these components are going to be for the upcoming iPhone models, including the iPhone 12, 12 Max, 12 Pro, and 12 Pro Max. And the capacities that come along with these new model numbers, 2,227 milliamp hours for the regular 5.4-inch iPhone 12, 12 Max, 2,775 milliamps, 12 Pro, the same, and then 12 Pro Max at 3,687 milliamp hours. These are not terrible numbers, but they're not as good as the previous models, the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max. Those two devices, I should say, for those that are unfamiliar, tremendous battery, particularly on the Max model. Arguably best battery in a flagship, period. And I've looked at battery tests. I've used those devices on my own. It's just they had great battery life, and that hadn't necessarily been an area where Apple was the strongest, and they really put a lot of attention into it on those 11 Pro models. So some people are upset, saying, "Hey, you did something so right. Why you take a step back now? Particularly, you're going to have 5G. You're going to be using more battery life, but who knows why they needed the space? Who knows what the agenda was?" It's hard to say without having a device here yet, but nonetheless, you're going to be taking a step back. It looks like if this report is what ends up happening here, the iPhone 11 Pro had a 3,046 milliamp hour battery, and the 11 Pro Max had a 3,969 milliamp hour battery. So almost 4,000 milliamp hour battery in the Pro Max model. That dips down to 3,687. And on the non-Max model, it goes from 3,046 milliamp hours down to 2,775. And so people are saying, if you get the high refresh display on there, if you get the 5G in there, that's more power consumption. And you pair it with a smaller battery, well, for sure we're going to get, I don't know what software optimizations you can bring to the table, but chances are we may have a slight step back on battery life for those upcoming models worth considering.